Welcome to another episode of Digital Tidbits. Today is November 7th, 2023. I am your host, Joe Arias.
And I'm Shalika Law. How are we already in November, by the way?
Yeah, it is crazy. It's going by quick.
Super quick. So Seesaw has partnered with AISD, or maybe I should say AISD has partnered with Seesaw. I don't really know how this happened.
It's mutual.
But it's happening. They are having a contest for pre-K through second grade teachers in Amarillo ISD. And this contest is running November 1st through 30th. So this has already gone out in social media, but we're advertising it through Tidbits a little bit later. And it's for the teachers that are assigning Seesaw activities, and whatever teacher assigns the most activities between that November 1st and November 30th deadline will win a prize. And they're awarding the top 3 teachers that are assigning Seesaw activities throughout those dates.
Right.
So that can include the Amplify activities that are in there. It can include Eureka activities that are in Seesaw. It can be teacher-created activities in Seesaw. They can use what's the word in Seesaw? The community library.
Community library.
The community library in Seesaw. So a lot of great opportunities. If teachers click on the link in here, it will take them to the Seesaw library, the community see if I would have just read, I would have had them all.
It's okay.
Community library. Yes, you're right. And then classroom dailies, resources for teachers and such. So we want teachers to check it out and enter. I guess entering is just assigning activities. You don't really have to fill anything out.
So. Exactly, yes. So the next thing we also have is new Edpuzzle originals. And actually Edpuzzle originals have been out for roughly about a year. You know, it's original content by Edpuzzle. They make their own videos. They have teachers that are creating these. They already have lessons. The lessons in there, the questions are built into it.
And we already have teachers using them.
Yes. So what's new about it is now Edpuzzle has original Spanish content.
Which is awesome.
Yes. So the video's in Spanish, the questions are in Spanish.
Okay, so it's not just the questions typed out in Spanish. The videos are in Spanish
everything,
as well?
Pretty much everything you're seeing is Spanish, whether you're listening, watching, reading, answering the questions. Those will be in Spanish. You'll have to type in Spanish.
Perfect.
So yes, I'm glad that'll be in there. That'll help our Spanish-speaking students,
awesome.
Whether it's a bilingual class or just a regular class. Okay. So hopefully they have the same video in English and in Spanish. That'd be a good option as well.
And the link in the tidbits will take them to the information about those.
Yes, and then they'll be able to actually see some of those videos there too.
Perfect. There is a new Canvas update with Google. So it's called Google LTI 1.3. So when you go into an assignment, you click on, you can change it to the submission type as an external tool. It pops up that little dialog box that teachers can sort through and decide, do they want to work in CAMI? Does it need to be a STEM Scopes activity, Flip activity? What is it?
Right.
Well, right now there's 2 activities or 2 options in there for Google. There's the Google Drive Cloud assignment, and then there's the Google Assignments LTI. So Google's kind of merging everything together from what I understand, and those 2 that we are used to seeing are going to go away. Right. And in replacement of that, it's going to be the Google LTI 1.3. So this is actually going to be turned on November 8th, which is the day after this podcast or this podcast is going to be released.
Day after today.
Correct. And it shouldn't, even though this is new and it's going to change the way we're seeing it and the button that we're clicking on within the external tools, it should not affect the previously created or previously graded assignments.
Right. Those stay the same. Those won't be changed. Yeah.
But teachers need to know to be looking for that new Google LTI 1.3 extension in the external tools instead of the Google Drive Cloud assignment and Google Assignments.
Correct. So pretty easy change.
Absolutely.
Should be good. All right, and the last thing we have is a new update to Lightspeed. So if you guys have the situation where you have multiple either grade levels, more than likely in the same class, so you have, say you're a theater arts teacher, and you have 7th and 8th maybe students in there. So because of Skyward, the way those work, you have 2 grade books in Skyward. So in Lightspeed Classroom, you'd have
2 classes.
2 classes, and if you want to see what both of those classes are doing on their Chromebooks, you'd have to have them open in 2 tabs, split the screen, and kind of keep track of them that way.
So this is really mostly secondary teachers that are teaching an elective course.
I think so. There might be a situation possibly in the elementary
Right.
where they would need to have this option or use this option. But so now the thing with this is that they're going to be able to merge those and have all those kids in one.
Yes.
So it should be pretty easy. We're putting in a video that will walk you step by step on how to do it.
Yes. And we actually did this earlier today.
Yes, and it
was easy.
It was real easy. The only thing that you do have to check when you do that is go in there and make sure that your schedule is still set the same way as far as the days of the week, the time,
Right.
and any of your rules that you've set. Make sure those come over because they may not come over.
Right.
You may have to redo them for this one time and then have them for the rest of the time.
Right. So to make it clear, we don't want to merge classes that are in different block periods of time.
Correct.
We are only merging the classes that we have like overlapping grade levels at the same time that we're going to merge those classes
Yes,
together.
yes, exactly.
Perfect.
So just make sure those schedules right, rules, and you're good to go. Also, if for some reason at the end you want to unmerge those, you can.
That was easy too.
Yeah, it's easy,
We
and
did that as
instructions
well.
are in there as well. So, yes, very easy.
Check out the tutorial.
Thanks for joining us on this ever-evolving journey that is digital learning.
Until next time, always remember, cross your T's, dot your I's, and use these tidbits to kiss those digital learning fears goodbye.